Welcome friends. Today we're going to try a gear review. I haven't done one before, so wish me luck. We'll be reviewing the Voormi River Run hoodie, which I've had since 2018. Stick around till the end and I'll tell you what base layer I'll be wearing hiking next year. Before we start with the review, let's dive down into some basics. This shirt is made by Voormi. They're a company out of Pagosa Springs, Colorado. It's meant to be a base layer. It's very light and also a sun shirt. Voormi specializes, I think, in clothing made with merino wool. And so this, of course, is made with merino wool. I paid, I think, $129 for this shirt in 2018. And I looked on the website today and it's still going for $129. Having bought this in the spring of 2018, it's been my go-to base layer for all hiking and backpacking since then. That includes about 150 miles on the PCT in 2018, about 120 miles on the Tahoe Rim Trail in 2019, 200 miles on the Arizona Trail this fall, and all-day hiking and small backpacking trips in between. As for the review, I'll cut to the chase, and I give this 4.5 out of 5 stars, and I'll explain why. So first of all, as a base layer, I find this super comfortable. I'm pretty tall, about 6'3". This is an extra large. Sometimes shirts are not quite long enough, and as you can see, it's a relaxed fit and has been fine. Secondly, as a sun shirt, this shirt is excellent. I have worn this in the sun, particularly on the Arizona Trail this year. It was very hot. There was no escaping the sun, and I never got any kind of sunburn underneath this shirt. Relevant to the sun shirt part of it is the hood. It's a very roomy hood, which I think you're either going to like or not like. I like it. When I'm wearing it while hiking, I tend to put the hood up so that the back of my neck is protected from the sun. The only thing I noticed is if it's a little bit windy, because this hood is so big, the wind will blow it off my head. So sometimes I'll put the hood, my hat over the hood, which is not my favorite, but that's what I do in that case. So, you know, even in a very warm, hot day, I have found this to be comfortable. And, you know, when you talk to friends about, and you say, hey, my base layer in the middle of summer is made of merino wool, if they don't know, they're kind of surprised. But indeed, I've never felt hot in this shirt. It's excellent. Other attributes of this shirt are the thumb loops, which is another kind of thing you either like or don't like in a shirt. I prefer them, so if I have the option, I'm glad to have the thumb loops. This thing dries super fast. Every time it's gotten wet from sweat or rain, as soon as the sun comes out, it dries quick, which is a great attribute. Because it's merino wool, this shirt refuses to smell. I have worn it 3 weeks on the Arizona Trail. It did not get washed a single time, and it never smelled, which is the case for all the times I've worn it. It has never smelled. So with all those positive attributes, why do I take half a star off? And that's for durability. I've had this, as I said, about 3 years. It's my primary shirt, so it's got a lot of wear, and overall, the durability was good. As an example, I wore this on a canoe trip in Colorado a couple of years ago. It got caught up on a tree branch as we were going down the river, and it actually got scratched, my arm, pretty good on that, and it did not damage the shirt at all. So in that way, it was a big thumbs up. However, what happened here, let's take a close look here. Hopefully you can see it. It's worn out on the shoulder. On the Arizona Trail this year, I started that hike and I had no visible wear right there at all. And by the time the hike was done, this shirt has kind of had it. And so, you know, I don't know. I mean, after about 1,500 miles of hiking, the shirt it's got to be retired. So I mean, you gotta have to judge yourself. Is that a sufficient amount of durability for a shirt that costs about $130? The way I like to think about it is, would this shirt have lasted an entire through hike? You know, would it have lasted about 2,000 miles or more? I don't know, because I certainly would have been washing the shirt less frequently if I worn it straight through on a through hike. And you know, washing a shirt takes some toll over the course of a couple of years. So I don't know, it could go either way. Again, 4.5 stars is an excellent rating, but I would have liked to have another year out of this shirt without having to retire it. If you've stuck around this far in the video, I want to say thank you. It's my first attempt at a gear review, and hopefully you've found it valuable. It was kind of fun actually to think about all the fun memories I had in that shirt over the past few years and really kind of analyze, was it worth the money? So as I said, I would tell you now what I'll be wearing on the trail this spring, and it is the Duckworth Vapor Snorkel Hood. Sorry, I had to use a cue card there, but the name doesn't really roll off the tongue for me. This also is an ultralight shirt, but we'll save the gear review for another time. The only thing I want to say is this shirt weighs in at 2 ounces more than that Voormi one, so we'll see how this one does in the really hot weather. Anyway, thanks a lot for sticking around.